it has not been clearly known, yani haijulikani kabisa what causes narcissism. But I'll give 3 probable causes of narcissism. It is researched work. One is called neurobiology, yenye sitapeana a lot of information. It is the biology of the nervous system. That is, research have been made about the thinking patterns, behavior, na mental issues za watu, and sometimes a pathology is detected, and hiyo inakuwa ina cause narcissism in a human being. There is the hereditary factors. You can inherit narcissistic traits from your parents, na in the process in adulthood ama vile unakuwa unajipata uko na hiyo self-centeredness and other negative attributes in the personality, but you inherited it from your parents. So narcissism can be caused by hereditary factors. But today I want us to dwell more on the environmental issues and especially parenting. Because parenting, that is child-parent relationship, have caused many people to be narcissists. And that's why I said, narcissists are many people in the society. In fact, according to my research, I believe narcissism is something that is very rampant. It's very rampant. When you relate with people who are having relational distresses, ukisikiza hizo conversations, you realize that maybe one or the other is a narcissist. Because as we said, I will not sugarcoat, narcissistic people are very complicated people because they are cold. They'll ignore your feelings. They'll never be empathetic, but tutasoma uone vitu zenye ama signs of narcissism ili again utoke kwa misconceptions. So it can be very tough to relate with people who have narcissism. When we come to parenting styles, it is believed that children who have been over-pampered or over-protected may develop narcissistic traits. At the same time, children who has received a lot of criticism, a lot of negativity from their parents, they tend to form narcissistic traits. And when I say, or when I speak about parent-child relationship, that brings us to parenting styles. And I want us to learn, because on the Psycho-Spiritual Talk Show is about learning and unlearning parenting styles, which will help you to know how to bring up your children now or in the future. I always say parenting is a great gift by God, because it gives us an opportunity to fight offensive battle. Offensive battle is entering the camp of the enemy, fighting him before alete mambo kwa maisha yetu. That is an opportunity that God gives us to plant seed in our children's life, that when they grow up or as they grow up, when the world is conditioning them in a certain direction, they have already formed solid values, virtues, attributes, godliness that will be like a foundation or an anchor yenye itawasaidia to become functional people. There are different types of parenting styles, but I'll speak about 4 types of parenting styles, and I hope it is a moment of a turnaround. It's a turnaround moment for all of us to know that bringing up children, it's not business as usual. We'll have that opportunity to introspect and realize how much childhood experiences can damage people even in adulthood. Like personality huwa ina form from as early as 6 years in life. Na mtu akisha form personality, kubadilika akiwa adult is very hard. And that's why if it is something that have been caused in the childhood that have made someone a narcissist, it may be very hard to change this person. The first type of parenting style is the permissive parenting. This type of parents see themselves more like friends, not role models to their children. These parents think more, and they want the children to love them. They think mtoto wangu hanipendi. Am I saying that it is wrong for our children to love us? It is very good to have a normal, healthy relationship with our children by receiving feedback, doing the right thing. Lakini ukipata you are always worried, does my child love me and everything, inakuwa you're not helping them because you cannot be able to mentor them. This type of parents, the permissive type, they set rules but they don't follow up to see whether the children are following the rules. They have very low expectations on the children, na zaidi hawawezi kuwa mentor in the right direction. The second type of parenting is the authoritarian. This is the type of parenting that inakuanga ni my way or the highway. This type of parents set very high expectations on children, very strict and firm rules, and they have very strict punishment when the rules have not been obeyed. They'll never reason with the children to make them understand their point of view or the reason as to why they are telling them to do certain things. This type of parenting inanyima watoto the opportunity to use their brains, because example I'll do an episode about the psychosocial stages of development. They are very critical in every human being, and at every particular stage kuna role ya wazazi or caregivers in the children's life for them to be functional or normal psychologically. Example, in the fourth stage, there is a stage called industrial versus inferiority complex. In this stage, children are exploring, they are learning new things and everything. When they are not given the opportunity to think for themselves or to try out things, they form inferiority complex. Unaona mtu even in adulthood anaogopanga kujaribu kitu na ana feel very inadequate. This is a psychological issue yenye ilitokezea from childhood. If the parents were the authoritarian type, it's my way or the highway. The other type of the third type of parenting style is uninvolved or the neglectful. This type of parents ni wale wenye they are present physically but they are absent completely in nurturing, in giving roles, in helping the children, in nurturing. They think as long as you've been given food, shelter and clothing, there is no other responsibility that they have in children. Sometimes neglectfulness has come, especially in this era where children, many mothers, many fathers are working very hard, others are working 24/7. Children are left under care of caregivers, and the parents are completely uninvolved, and it's like they don't even care about the well-being of the children. This type of parenting have really damaged children psychologically, because love, affirmation, validation from parents is something that is very important to children psychologically. So when you find you have no time to set rules ama to be there for children, you are a neglectful or an involved parent, and it will cause these children to have psychological issues in the future. The other type, or the fourth type of parenting skill or style, is the authoritative, which is the best parenting style. In this type of parenting style, parents set rules, they give regulations, but at the same time, they have time to follow up whether the children are following the rules. And when rules are broken, they are disciplined. These parents know how to balance affection, support, challenge, affirmation. Like hawa watoto wa feel ni kama wanaambiwa wafanya particular things because ya kuchukiwa or something like that. Parents have time to discuss with their children concerning whatever they want them to do. Child of God, as a parent or as a future parent, what kind of a parent are you? Because we realize how much our parenting styles can help or damage our children. And that's why I said, children of God, narcissists, as much as they are called people, they are complicated. They are not loving completely, because you cannot give what you don't have. They have no love inside them, true love. They cannot be able to give to other people. But when you see the probable causes of narcissism, you'll see like these people sometimes go through these distresses. They live in their own world, dark world, because as much as even the grandiose, the one you see, they have inflated sense of self-worth. Imanishi ati hata yeye anaweza penda kutokuwa na healthy relationship, because human beings are social beings. We are relational beings. But because of psychological disorders, narcissism, which have progressed to become narcissistic personality disorder, these people is a sign or a cry for help.